Bro, you know what's another wild thing about the black community? Is how they can literally make any crackhead, criminal, thug, or whoever a hero. That is the most wildest thing to me. Like, bro, no, for real. Like, we got in the headlines, bro. Like, of course, Breonna Taylor, if you did the research on her, she was a criminal thug. She had a dead body in her car, the trunk, actually, because she rented a car and was selling drugs. The boyfriend was selling drugs, too, and the boyfriend used her as a shield. She wasn't no saint, bro. Then, of course, George Floyd. Chauvin was an idiot, don't get it twisted, but Floyd overdosed on fentanyl. The reason why Chauvin went to jail is because there was a lot of riots. There was a lot of black people tearing up stuff and stealing. And they know if they was going to make it, oh, Chauvin is innocent, it would have been 20 times worse. 20 times worse, bro. Because Floyd was high on fentanyl and methamphetamine. And there were so many times that he'd been in and out of jail because your past does dictate the future. Had a gun to a pregnant woman's belly using a fake counterfeit 20, bro. I spoke about this before. Bro, it's just Rashad Brooks. He was fist fighting a police officer. Took the police officer and tried to use the taser on the police officer. Ended up getting killed. He was drunk. Like, I'm like, bro, I notice no other race does this. They want to make anybody that's black, whether he's a criminal piece of shit or she, a hero, a king or queen, knowing damn well if this person was alive, this person was going to die eventually. Because if none of these people would have got shot by the police, these dumbass black people would have died from another black person because the type of lifestyle they live. They love negativity. That's not all, but the majority of them do, bro. They love that shit. They thrive for that shit. That's why I said not all, but most black people are demonic. That's why I laugh when people be like, black people are the chosen people. I was like, no, the fuck they ain't. Some people can say the curse of Ham, but bro, throughout history, and I don't want to hear this white people shit, black people did some most demonic and some barbaric shit, bro. Like, for real. We're not even talking about no slave shit. Like I said in the other video, there was more black slave owners than white slave owners. Another thing that's annoying, too, about the black community is they want to validate anybody that has even a quarter inch of black in them. Like Meghan Markle, that's a perfect example. She's not even fucking black, bro. She literally has 20% black. But because she has like a drop of black in her, like literally a drop, like 20%, people's like, oh, she's a black woman. No, bro, you can look at her, you can look at her DNA. That is not a fucking black woman, bro. Y'all want to claim everybody to be fucking black. I remember there was a dude, I forgot his name, bro. No, it was a little girl. It was on Twitter. She won the most academic award and Instagram. And she wasn't even black. That's the funny part. She was Latina. She was a Latin woman. She was like 13. It was a girl. You can tell it was a Latin woman. Her Latin parents. But we was like, oh, she's still one of us. I was like, bro, just because she's, colored doesn't make her a black person. Y'all just want to make everybody a fucking martyr. You know what I mean? Or my personal favorite, people wearing different hairstyles and braids and dreadlocks. I think dreadlocks personally look better on people of color. That's just my opinion. Some white dudes do pull it off, but some of them they don't keep it clean. But that's anybody. Any race can keep their dreadlocks nappy and gross. That's not a white or black thing, honestly. But they want to be like, oh my God, he's still in our culture and stuff. And y'all could be like, oh, do we just do this in the slave times? I know the history, bro. Do you know how much reading I do? Like in books, online, offline, people I talk to. I lived on the East Coast. I lived in the South. I've been to a few places around the world. Bro, I'm so multicultural. Like, it's not even funny how experienced I am with this culture. Another thing I want to touch on, too, with the black community, and this is actually the most annoying thing in the world to me, and I briefly touched on this. Why is it, bro? Well, I know the reason why. When a black person gets pulled over by the police, these fucking idiots always want to play the race card and say it's because I'm a black person. Now, I'm not saying we don't have any, prejudice cops, because there are some prejudice cops. I'm not saying that. But I also noticed, too, the black cops, I seen them with my own eyes, are worse than the white cops. I'm not making that up, bro. I kid you not. But they always want to say, when they get pulled or they get killed, they want to be like, oh, it's a racial thing. It's not always a racial thing. 9 times out of 10, that black woman or black dude was fist fighting the cop, pulled a weapon on the cop, was on drugs or had drugs, and the cops found in a search when they want to run from the cop. And people want to just always play the victim card. And I notice this too with other individuals. When a white person calls out a black person, these idiots want to be like, oh, he's a racist. He doesn't know black problems and all this other stuff. Black person calls, he's Uncle Tom. Like I already explained the history of Uncle Tom. He was a hero. Do your research. It's like, bro, people are scared to talk about black people. Last time I checked, bro, I remember hearing people say that this country was beautiful. And it was always some corruption in this country. I'm not saying that every country has corruption, but it was a point in time before the Jim Crow laws, I noticed this. And I also did some research. Even Jesse Lee Peterson, look him up, he's cool. And other conservatives as well that's black, they spoke about this as well. Black people were respectable people at one time. They really were. They dressed up nice. They weren't having babies all over wedlock. They didn't have sex and just doing nasty stuff, spreading diseases. They weren't gang banging and they weren't doing all this other goofy ass stuff. And people were like, oh, it's the white. No, the white man, or whatever you want to call them. I don't even call it the white man. It's really called the elites. The elites is oppressing everybody, not white people. Black. It's the elites. It's rich versus poor, real versus fake. That's really what it is, bro. But even at that time in the 30s and 40s, they still managed to keep a decent, respectable name for themselves. And this is when it was the worst with a lot of hatred. Like Jesse Lee Peterson say, I actually agree with him. Racism or any type of ism, it's just all that really is hatred. It's demonic. It doesn't exist. It's just we just put a name on that. So when a person says the N-word to you, he's just demonic. He's full of hatred. I can tell you that the isms, that's not even real, bro. That's like recent, probably like maybe 60s. Bro, this is facts. Like there's a lot of stuff Jesse Lee Peterson say, just not just him, but just reading in general is so fundamental. But as soon as black people stop playing the victim card, actually take accountability and actually want to better themselves, a lot of things can change within the black community. I spoke about a lot of it in my first video and in my other video too. My first video being the over the black community, excuse me, and my official rebuttal to black people. I mean, not black people, to liberals. But another thing that's also wild to me too is like fist fights. I spoke about that briefly on the other one. Not just the posse and cliques and using guns, but they always want to pull world star. They always want to, record it. And they always want to it's actually really disgusting, in my opinion. They always have a parent in a fist fight. You know how many times I've seen videos where black women got in a fight and I seen a mom fighting a 15-year-old? A mom, yes. Or I seen a dad literally beating the brakes off a 12-year-old, 13-year-old because his son was getting his ass. Yes, bro, his actual son was getting his ass whooped. I seen a video, he was getting his fucking ass whooped, and the father came out of nowhere and punched the 12-year-old in the face. Who the fuck punches a 12-year-old in the face, bro? Who does that? That's insane. And this is no specific video because I've seen a lot of videos just like that. But it's insane to me. I've seen so many different white people getting bullied for the skin. I've seen so many different black people want to say so many different things about not just pro-black, but just the KKK. And I told them, I said this in other videos too, I was like, you do know Black Lives Matter is a Marxist black supremacist group funded by George Soros. These people don't talk about the killing all throughout the world, especially in Chicago, Memphis, the urban cities. No accountability, always playing victimhood. Planned Parenthood, where they really talk about abortion a lot. I mean, black women kill a lot of babies. They're the number one race for abortion, bro. And I'm not saying this because I'm pro-life, because you know where I stand on that. Everybody should have the right to die. I believe in euthanasia, bro. I'm not demonic. I do believe in God, but it's like you should have that right. If you want to leave, you should have that right. But I'm not condoning that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, how you going to preach about being godly and loving, but yet you commit so much crime and murder? And I honestly can say this too about black people. Religion, I notice this. Anybody that's religious, bro, like a Christian, because I'm a Christian, I believe in God. You got fake religions and you got real religions. And you probably like, what does that mean? Fake religions is people, as I mentioned earlier, like the Hebrew Israelites, the Moors, the super pro-black, them type of people, the Muslims that worship a false prophets like Muhammad, Farrakhan, that clown. They want to say that they love God and it's all about peace, but these are the people that attack people the most. I seen it with my own eyes, and I'm not talking about other black people. Some of them do, but they attack white people. They hate white people. They all about this black excellence and I'm black military and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, bro, if we was to say Hispanic excellence or white excellence, oh, it would be a fucking uproar. It would be a fucking shutdown of the whole world. But as soon as you say black excellence, it's all good, and white people gotta obey that shit. They can't say nothing. If they do say something, you're gonna get canceled. You're gonna get called racist. You're gonna get called this, that, and the third. Like it's insane to me, bro. Like people always want to talk about white privilege. That's another topic. Dude, I said this for the longest time, and I remember talking about this at work with one of my associates who I don't care about the color, but he happened to be white. It's the truth. There is no such thing as white privilege. That is a made-up myth from the Democratic Party. It's all about money. If you do not have money, you are going to get profiled and broke. Whether you're and when I say get broke, trying to pay for a lawyer if you don't have a lawyer, or if you don't have enough money for this specific thing. Because when you're in the court system, which is the demonic system, which I like to call it, it's all about money. This world is about money. All the judges, all the senators, all the politicians, ambassadors, whatever you want to call it, they all know each other hand in hand. They all are under the same roof. It's the same bird. That's why I say Democrats is a dick measuring contest. It doesn't matter if you're blue or red. They all know each other. It's a demonic jurisdiction. The world is a stage. Literally, it's a simulation. People need to realize that it's about money. I can go anywhere in this world without money, and people are like, oh, it's because I'm black. No, it's because you don't have that money. People care about that green piece of paper or that digital piece of paper. They don't care about that shit. Ain't no white privilege, bro. Y'all bugging the fuck out with that goofy ass shit. Like, dude, this is sometimes I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Sometimes I feel like I feel dumber down. Like I had to dumb myself down, and even just sick to my mind and head and stomach when I had to be around certain black people. That's why I say not all, because these people are just so fucking retarded, dude. Like, you ever looked at somebody like and be like, bro, how the fuck did you graduate from high school? Like, no, for real. Like, how did you graduate? How the fuck did you graduate? How are you even alive right now? And I'm not saying he should die or she should die, but it's just like, how did you make it this far? Like, you had to obviously use some type of brain power to not get killed. It's insane to me, bro. Like, it's really insane to me, dude. It's actually kind of scary in a sense. It's kind of scary, bro. Another topic that's insane to me about the black community is the testing scores. I honestly not even feel, bro, but I know for a fact, black people, they play around and goof around a lot. Not just the workplace, but in school. I seen it firsthand. I went to a black school. I seen it with my own eyes. Has nothing to do with the teacher not caring. No, if you notice these urban schools, bro, and I mean urban schools, they have the most shootings, the most gang banging, the most drug selling. And of course, people of color be like, well, white schools do it. No, bro, let's stop with that bullshit victimhood. And no, they don't. I went to a white school, several of them. They don't do that shit. I remember I went to Bearden Middle and Bearden High, and I went to West Valley. I'll never forget this story at Bearden High, bro, where, of course, they were black. They were rolling dice. Bro, they were rolling dice in the fucking bathroom, and this dude lost $5. And I'm not making this shit up. All I know is, bro, this dude, the other dude, it was two black guys. He wanted his money back because he lost his money. He was pissed, obviously. I was like, damn, you pissed over bro, he was pissed over $5. I saw a box could have come out this dude's pocket, bro. I kid you not. I didn't think he was going to do nothing with it. I just thought he was going to scare him. Nah, bro, he stabbed the fuck out of him. There was blood all over that motherfucker. You thought it was a murder scene. Yeah, the other guy was still alive, but he was hurt pretty bad, bro. When I saw him get stabbed, bro, I was like, yep, it's time for me to go. I got to get the fuck out of here, because I noticed this with black people. Every time there's a fight or stabbing, other black people want to fight and stab. It's just how it is, bro. It's like monkey see, monkey do. That's what they do. But like I said, the black community in these schools, you don't really learn much. All they want to do is be the class clown. I'm a rapper, and there's nothing wrong with rapping. I rap myself, but the difference is I'm a conscious rapper. I'm a high vibrational rapper. I rap about stuff that's actually true to the heart, the soul, the spirit. I listen to rappers like Immortal Technique, Lupe Fiasco, which is my favorite rapper of all. Well, I won't say of all time, but I highly love and respect Lupe. Jeru the Damager, he's from New York. That's my favorite rapper, like one of my favorite rappers of all time. Guru, who was part of Gangstar. I'm talking about rappers like that, conscious rappers, bro. And I love Tupac, but some of his music wasn't conscious. I'm gonna be honest with you. As I got older, I realized some of his music was demonic. Let's be honest. Tupac's music, I love Tupac, but some of his music was demonic, bro. Let's be honest. But the other rappers I mentioned, their music is strictly conscious. Talib Kweli. I love Talib Kweli. Like, a lot of people don't even know who Guru is. Don't even know who Jeru the Damager. Don't even know who Talib Kweli is. Don't even know who that is, bro. And these are not even underground rappers. These are mainstream rappers. That's the crazy part. That's the insane part. A lot of people probably know Lupe. And no, I'm not a fan of Kendrick. Kendrick is a fake woke rapper who claims that he's the Omega and the Father and the God. He dressed in all white with thorns on his head. That's disrespectful to Christ. He's a fake ass Israelite. Like, he says that Hebrew Israelite. That dude's a clown, bro. That music is demonic as fuck. Don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. And that's not because I hate his music. It's just he's demonic, bro. There's a lot of false prophets out in this world. There's a lot of false teachers in this world. And a lot of these, and besides the school system, about these people not wanting to, pay attention and listen. That's why a lot of white teachers and just teachers in general quit these jobs. They don't care because the students don't give a fuck. There's always somebody fighting. There's always somebody gang banging. There's always somebody that want to shoot up the school because they got into a fight. Oh, you disrespecting me. I'm going to get a gun. That's all they want to do, bro. When I got to that last incident, dude, that dude was so emotional and just being a fucking bitch. Like, he was just screaming and yelling. And I was calm and quiet the whole time. I still said my piece and said what I needed to say, but I didn't scream and curse. Did he hit me? No, he didn't hit me. He was too much of a punk. He had his homeboys jump me. Well, homeboy, but another one's trying to come up on me. I stood firm too, and I kind of nudged him back. Like, bro, I'm not scared of none of these fools, bro. You bleed like I bleed. Like, get a fucking grip, dude. And it's just really insane to me how a lot of these issues by the black community is ignored. Like, a lot of black people, not all, they just overlook this shit. And that's why the black community is still fucked up for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's not slavery. And like I said earlier, I know the history, bro. There was black slave owners more than white slave owners. Bro, you can't keep blaming generational bullshit and racism and slavery for your fucked up choices. It's not all a white man. It's like I said earlier, it's a spiritual war between good and evil, real versus fake. And I'm just starting to see a lot more of this shit more and more, not just people in general, but just black people just fucking up, bro, and they don't even care. It's going to get to the point where there might be a section just strictly for black people, because I seen it both in real life and online. I seen it at school, I seen it at the workplace, and I seen it online. A lot of black people want segregation again like they did in the 60s. They want that shit. They even said it. They really just want to be just blacks only. They want that shit. There was a girl who literally it was a black neighborhood. She was like a realtor online, and she was just building houses just strictly for black people. And I was like, oh, what happens if a white person? I didn't say that out loud, but I was just thinking in my head, well, you're going to kick them out? That's a form of racism, dude. You can't fight hatred with hatred. That is racist. A black person can be racist. Don't let them lie to you and say, oh, he never had any power, so he can't be racist. Bro, a black person can be racist, bro. I'm done, bro. Like, there's other things I could probably talk about, but I'm going to just leave it at that. So, two family, it's annoying as crap when I hear this whole snitching bullshit. Like, these jobs I be working with some of these black people. Oh, he snitched. We don't do that, no snitching. I'm like, bro, this snitching shit is the most dumbest shit in the world. Or he got to check in. He's from Cali. He better check in with me. I'm like, bro, that's a grown-ass man. I wish a grown-ass man would say I got to check in with him. You don't hear no white person saying that shit, or Latina person, Asian person. He coming to a new city. He got to check in with me. Bro, black people who think they have power and they really don't. Fighting over a block that's not even theirs. They're gang banging and fighting and killing each other for a fucking block that's not even theirs, bro. Get the fuck out of here. But that no snitching shit, that is the stupidest shit in the world. Oh, he saw somebody shoot somebody. I better not say anything because it's snitching. That's why you live in a fucked up neighborhood, bro. That's why it's always going to be a fucked up projects. You guys want to live in a project because you don't you don't police the neighborhood. Bro, you can fix this if you really wanted to. There's no such thing as snitching when it's helping out families, when it's helping out kids. A lot of kids could be saved right now if you actually told the police officer because you was too afraid to be labeled as a snitch or a bitch. A little girl, this is a true story, and I said this before, there was a little girl that got raped in the projects, bro. And nobody snitched. And guess what? There was other kids getting raped. This is terrible, bro. This whole checking in and you got to check in with me and no snitching. This is terrible, bro. And y'all think this is awesome? You think this is black culture? People are ignorant. Don't even get mad when somebody calls you a monkey, because that's what you are. Matter of fact, that's not even what you are. Monkeys have more intelligence than that. That's insane, dude. Man, I can go on, but I'm not trying to drag this video out. Peace.